the iPhone 14 range is getting more expensive. This was the narrative for months until a little-known leaker flipped Apple's pricing on its head earlier this week. And now the picture looks even better. A new report from influential market analyst TrendForce reveals that iPhone 14 buyers might not only pay less than they expected, but also get a lot more storage for their money. Before we get into the news, I would like to welcome you to my channel. On this channel we look at the latest news surrounding Apple. I would like to announce a giveaway I will be hosting. I will be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card, and all you have to do is subscribe and like the video and make sure you watch till the end of the video. Now let's get into the news. Looking at prices, TrendForce has dropped its pricing margins for all iPhone 14 models by $50. For iPhone 14 Pro models, this means a potentially smaller $50 price increase compared to previous analyst projections. But the big news is how this impacts standard models. The iPhone 14 is now tipped to start from $749, which is $50 less than the iPhone 13, which was $799, with the iPhone 14 Plus priced from $849. This is a dramatic shift from earlier reports where every iPhone 14 model was tipped to go up in price by $100. And it gets better. In addition to these lower prices, TrendForce expects entry-level storage for iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max models to double to 256 GB. This combination of lower-than-expected pricing and higher-than-expected storage is a calculated gamble, according to the analyst. Leaks as far back as December claimed Apple was toying with the idea of an eSIM-only iPhone 14, but this rumor subsequently went quiet until Gurman's newsletter. The some models part is new, though, and makes sense because it would allow Apple to test the change on a smaller scale. Whether that is for Pro or non-Pro models remains to be seen. Interestingly, Gurman also claims that iPhone 14 Pro models will have bigger batteries, though he doesn't expand on this. That contradicts earlier battery capacity leaks, which said battery capacities would decrease slightly on all models other than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. iPhone fans will be praying Gurman's source comes out on top. 09/06 update. The Wall Street Journal has leaked a fascinating late detail about the iPhone 14 ahead of Apple's Wednesday launch. With concern growing that the standard model will be little more than a rebranded iPhone 13, complete with its predecessor's A15 chip, the WSJ reports that an enhanced version of the A15 will be used in the new phones. No further details were provided, but it adds considerable credence to an early August report from Popular Insider Leaks Apple Pro that Apple would juice up the A15 for the iPhone 14 launch. By how much is a point of contention, but I would not be surprised to see the iPhone 13 Pro's configuration of A15 plus 6 GB RAM move to the standard model. Whether Apple controversially rebrands it as the A16, with the true next-gen A16 marketed as the A16 Pro, in the Pro models as claimed, remains to be seen. Certainly, it would be one of the riskiest marketing decisions Apple has made in many years, and not one I believe is worth the payoff. After all, while the average iPhone owner is unlikely to know the name of the chipset inside their iPhone, I'm sure this would quickly change from press coverage should there be a branding switcheroo. Either way, with the iPhone 14 launch tomorrow, we won't have to wait long to find out, and it will be one of the most interesting subplots to the event. Under pressure from rising global inflation and foreign exchange rates, Apple is expected to adopt a more cautious pricing strategy so as not to affect its sales performance, the report explains. Now here's the clever bit. For months, leaks have claimed Apple will widen the price, design, and feature gaps between its iPhone 14 Pro and non-Pro models. The reaction to this has been largely negative and seen as a blunt attempt to upsell customers at a time of increasing economic hardship. But based on the latest pricing leaks, it's very smart. Aggressively pricing standard iPhone 14 models will open the door for fans who may have struggled to upgrade this year. At the same time, innovation is not held back on iPhone 14 Pro models for those who can afford to pay the higher prices. As a result, Apple can market value and innovation in a single range. Well played, Apple. Well played. Apple is planning an iPhone extravaganza this year, returning to a live, in-person launch event for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic as it prepares to reveal its latest smartphone. The California company is expected to launch 4 new iPhone models at the event. These will include the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro, as well as 2 Max or Plus size versions of each device. Apple could also reveal upgrades to its other products such as a Pro version of the Apple Watch. The launches follow last year's iPhone 13, 13 Pro, iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 Pro Max. We are still waiting on the final details of the event, but here is everything we know so far. So when will Apple reveal its new iPhone? Apple normally sticks to a regular schedule for its iPhone launches. The company is planning to reveal its new devices on Wednesday, September 7th, according to an invitation for the launch event. The event is due to kick off at around 6 p.m. When will the iPhone 14 go on sale? After Apple does reveal its new phones, you can expect a delay of a few days between the event and sales kicking off. Pre-orders are expected to begin on Friday, September 9th for the new models of iPhone. In previous years, fans have had to wait a bit longer for some devices, which came later in the year. On September 16th, the Friday after its main event, the tech giant will release its new iPhone models in stores. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I would appreciate it if you could subscribe and like the video, as it will help out the channel a lot. Make sure you do not forget to turn on notifications by pressing the bell icon so you do not miss the latest news surrounding Apple.